Hey all, welcome back to Neon's Movie Reviews. I'm Neon, this is my review channel, this is my buddy Nate.
What's up?
And today we are talking about WandaVision, what is it now, episode 6? This one I really enjoyed. It, kind of just non-spoilery really quick. Just overall really enjoyed this one. It really progressed the plot of the overall series as well. Had a lot of fun with the time period, and would really recommend it.
Oh, I was super excited at the beginning of the episode, and I was more excited at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
I really thought that they kept building on the quality and building on the story and the development of the story and the characters.
Yeah.
They're answering enough questions and causing enough subsequent questions.
Right.
So
yeah, it's that's a big thing. That so many shows that don't do that, where they just keep asking more questions as the series goes on and just never answer the questions that they asked. So it's very nice to see this one just continuing to just like refresh these questions around. But yeah, moving full into spoilers. Fucking Quicksilver.
Moving into spoilers, first word out of my mouth. Fucking just.
I don't know what to make of him.
You don't trust him?
Don't sweat it, sis. It's not like your dead husband could die twice.
I'm not sure, because he could just be because he is the Fox incarnation of the character, and that's why he doesn't vibe with her and all of that. Or he's somebody undercover as her brother.
I know that's a popular theory online right now.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't quite trust him, but I also feel like that would be too easy to write for Disney, and like,
what happened to your accent? What happened to yours? She has her accent when she's outside of the barrier, or when she's speaking to
on TV Land. So,
although she didn't have it as much in some of the previous movies, but after Age of Ultron.
right.
Like her accent is kind of slipped sometimes, and I'm not sure if that was ever part of a storytelling narrative part, or just
I feel like it was more of her trying to be more
an acting thing, or was it?
I think it was
her
more
trying to be more
of the Avengers and with them. As you hear it a little bit in Infinity War when she's with Vision, but not too much. And then
it's not as present in Civil War.
No. But she doesn't talk that much in Civil War either. But yeah, no, I don't know what to make of Evan Peters. He's doing a great performance, but I don't know what to make of the character.
Are you okay?
What about her twins? What do you make of them?
What, Wiccan and Speed, or yeah, I'm enjoying them. I like the how they got their powers and stuff like that, and I enjoyed them in the previous episode as well. It pissed me off though when Wiccan realized something wrong was going on at the end, because he like stops his brother, shows his powers, and it's just like, oh cool, now they both have powers. And okay, there's danger, we gotta go get mom immediately. And then they both just run at the speed of normal kids. Like, Speed doesn't grab his brother and like run with him like he's been doing the rest of the episode.
Well, he's been running with Quicksilver, really, wasn't he?
Yeah. But they also grabbed him, and he's been taking him with him too. So like it's just kind of like, this is the one time where you should be using your speed.
Right.
Okay, and then it didn't really matter because they got there really quick. But it was just kind of like, that was weird. But yeah, overall, I really like the kids. Very strong Malcolm in the Middle vibes.
Yeah, 100%. As soon as it started up, and then when you came, I already watched it Friday morning before I came into work.
Yeah.
Work early in the morning. When you came in a half an hour after me, you were like, I was like, oh my god, this morning's episode, and you were like, well, I saw Malcolm in the Middle is trending, and I was like, oh yes, yes. I loved it.
Yeah. No, that was really fun. I loved the opening credits that they did. Like that was really fun. And then I also like the
Pietro Maximoff as himself.
Yes, that was nice. And I like the one kid who always constantly breaking the fourth wall, talking to the audience, just like Malcolm. It was a lot of fun. You constantly get the little weird things going on too, like I liked
Agnes.
Dead. 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 Dead.
Well, there even before Agnes, there's the neighbor who's part of the neighborhood watch. It's just like, do you need me to change anything for you, Wanda? Like,
Right.
And it's just like, okay. And then all the people on the edge of town that are just kind of.
Well, there were the people who were stuck putting up their decorations. The Vision was witnessing.
Yeah.
Wanda had found out he wasn't part of the neighborhood watch that night.
Right. She's just
and that hasn't really that hasn't really come to fruition completely how we're going to deal with that. But yes, and then as further, because she had told the twins, just don't go past, I don't remember the name of the street,
Ellis Street.
Ellis Street. Oh, that's right.
As in Warren Ellis, the guy who's most famous for Marvel for writing the X-Men comics that led into House of M and said all of that. Yes.
See, I didn't know that connection.
Yes, I picked up on that. I was just like, oh, Ellis Street. Oh, this will be fun.
Yeah. But yeah, and then obviously when what happened to Vision when he got beyond the barrier. I did not expect that. I actually thought he was just gonna go gray and fall over.
Yeah, that was very different. I couldn't quite tell if she was being pulled back in, and that was like from her what she did to the barrier, or if he was. The further he was getting, that the pieces of his life were just falling apart. I couldn't quite tell what was happening to him, but Wanda quickly fixed the situation. At the moment I saw Darcy get handcuffed, I was just like, something's gonna happen, and Darcy's gonna get pulled in.
Well, a lot more people than Darcy got pulled in.
Yeah.
And we've seen results of blood work mutations. Mm-hmm. 2 different types of mutations in their blood.
Mm-hmm. And powers emerging in her kids, and now her brother, who is from the Fox X-Men universe.
Yeah, it's.
But then there was that one part where you saw his dead body, but it was still Evan Peters all shot up with the same bullet holes as Aaron Taylor had, and it was just like, you're messing with my head, show.
Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced. I'm with a larger, a large group on the internet. I'm not 100% convinced that this is that Quicksilver.
Yeah,
I'm still heavily on the Mephisto train right now. As far as I'm concerned, I think it's not necessarily a direct line, but I mean, I think if you're going that route here, it makes sense with her twins.
Mm-hmm. There's been constant references to the devil and the number 6.
And if we get into Spider-Man, there was his storyline where, he signed a contract with Mephisto to wipe nobody knows I'm Spider-Man. And he had to give up MJ for that.
Right.
And so with one of the next movies being Spider-Man, and then Mephisto is a large and constant counter to Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm. He's kind of teased in the Loki thing,
right.
Which is right after that.
So I see a lot of it's either a lot of Easter eggs that mean nothing, or it's a lot of breadcrumbs.
Yeah, and knowing Marvel, it's probably a lot of breadcrumbs.
Right. So
yeah, I'm not sure if, but I also feel like that would be too obvious but it's too obvious either way. That's why I'm just like, you bastards.
Right.
It's like, you guys know that we're gonna know that it's not him because that's too obvious, but then you'll also know that we know that you would know that.
So I can clearly not choose the wine glass in front of you.
Exactly.
That's exactly what they've done here. They've turned this into the Sicilian game of death. Never trust a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Exactly.
That's what they've done.
Right, and I love it.
Which cup do you want? Do you want to believe that he has something to do with it or not? Mm-hmm. Do you believe in the devil or don't you believe in the devil?
Mm-hmm. And it's
both are true. I poisoned both cups.
Well, that's kind of the thing too. That I'm just like, I feel like both are true. They can't be.
There you go. So just like Wesley did, he poisoned both cups. It's true and it's not true from a certain point of view.
Oh shit!
It'll all tie into Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan will come out of the multiverse, but no, I think they've set up the mutants great. I liked the sudden action of Agent. Was bam, just took them all down.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Loved it.
Yeah, that was
just like, why didn't you guys tell me? Hey, we got this,
that was good. Why did I miss something, or did they explain why they left Darcy?
Nobody explained. I don't think.
Okay, because that was weird when I saw them driving out of there away from it, and I was like, wait, Darcy's still there. What? I don't remember them explaining that. If we missed that, please let us know.
I might need to rewatch the end of that episode.
Yeah. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I continually go, how are they going to beat last week's episode?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did. Mm-hmm. At some point where there's got to be a crash from the high, but right now I feel like they keep going, hold my beer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and
hold my beer.
If they're doing this in the way that like the other Marvel movies and things have kind of built into one another, there's no reason this has to come down. This could lead right into the next one. And they could just kind of be like, okay, we're leading there, and the next one just ends right there, and then Strange happens, and it's just like the continuation of this.
I mean, I'm all for it.
Yeah. And I know they've said that like these series.
Then I appreciate. I mean, because we've seen the other thing being talked about that kind of links in with this is with the Falcon and Winter Soldier trailer. Mm-hmm. There being the Wolverine breadcrumbs there, the Logan breadcrumbs. Obviously, well, I mean, nothing's ever come forward about any casting or anything like that, but those breadcrumbs are being started.
Yeah.
Those countries are known in the Marvel universe to be kind of the mutants version of Genosha. It's where they get to hang out and be themselves.
Well, not the mutants version of Genosha, but the non-Magneto version. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very, very curious to kind of see how they introduce them, because I can't imagine they're going to just I mean, they might just pull a House of M and at the end and just be like, okay, whole world.
I mean, this is. I think it was Kevin Feige that had gone on record before saying mutants would require their own phase. The introduction of mutants would require its own phase. This isn't something we can pop into one movie. Just like back when they originally got the rights, people were like, "Oh, when are we gonna get it? We're gonna get it next movie." And they're like, "Whoa.
This has to be. Yeah, this is a world-changing event."
Right.
Yeah.
And now we're in a new phase. Mm-hmm. This kicks off phase 4. Mm-hmm. So
we know X-Men are high on their list of things that they are working on.
We know Fantastic Four is on their plate.
Mm-hmm. But I also feel like they're going to go more with the alien origins of the mutant gene. Which, I mean, I guess you could do with, it comes from Wanda and her powers came from the
Mind Stone.
Right. But knowing her power set, it always kind of irked me that her powers didn't come from the Reality Stone somehow. But whatever. Shh. Don't think on it. Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. But yeah, I'm curious to kind of see where they're going with this, and supposedly there's only 3 episodes left. There's rumors that there's going to be surprise episodes, that she is not going to allow the series to end when it's supposed to end, which would be kind of fun.
No.
Right.
And we get 4 or 5 more episodes?
Right.
Whatever. If the episodes continue to be even just this good, I'll take as many more episodes as they want to give me.
Yeah.
There's the new news about Gina Carano not being attached to Mandalorian. That doesn't matter to me one way or the other. Mm-hmm. But as much as I like Mandalorian, I think that I have enjoyed WandaVision more than either season. And I really like Mandalorian. I like WandaVision more than I have liked either season.
The writing in WandaVision is why. Like, the writing in Mandalorian is really cool. It's very unique, but it's more aimless, which is kind of why I like it, because it's so not plot focused like most of Star Wars.
Now go here.
Yeah.
Now go here. Now go here.
It's just a bunch of fetch quests.
Right. It's like you were saying, more Stephen King. It's more character driven. Like, plot. We'll figure that out somewhere along the line.
Yeah, it'll come in.
Let's follow these characters.
Yeah, they'll find the plot.
Right.
And WandaVision is so much more plot, but it's all based in character. And Marvel's done a really good job of building up these characters, and now they're just
like the director of Sword.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not as nearly as optimistic and non-militaristic as Agent Rambo thought that he was. Mm-hmm. She's definitely a lot more willing to listen to both sides and work things out through reason. And that, he seems to think that her mother would have been disappointed in that. That's kind of what he alluded to in that scene.
That was interesting. Yeah.
I thought that was kind of harsh, because from what we knew, from what we saw of her in Captain Marvel, that would be a crazy character change for her.
I'm curious if Captain Marvel 2 is going to be more modern day or if they're going into the past. I feel like it's going to be more modern day because I think it's supposed to deal with Kamala as well.
I mean, are we going to get her also remembering maybe interacting with Monica during the time when she had beaten cancer, but her daughter had been snapped away?
Maybe, yeah.
And like, where, is this what made her?
And they
is this what made her bitter on the idea of superheroes?
And the fact that they got there after she had, yeah. Okay, yeah, that could be it.
Is this what's going to drive her? I mean, because it would take a crazy character change for her to go from the optimistic person that we saw in Captain Marvel to being somebody who would have agreed with this guy to, no, we're going to shoot a missile at her first and we'll ask questions later.
Right. Well, the other weird thing is that Fury is part of this organization too, and he seems to be pretty high ranking. So does he have this mentality too, but with them working with the Skrulls and everything? Like, that seems odd.
Is that even Fury?
Yeah. No, that was confirmed. That's we hadn't seen Fury since he was shot in Winter Soldier. This is where he got taken to get healed. Ever since then, from the end of from where he got shot, where you see him revealed as still alive in the hospital, to where he walks in at the end. From there on, he's been Ben Mendelsohn's Skrull. That, at least that's how Marvel's been playing it. So,
but in any event, I mean, I guess if you have to beat cancer only to wake up from your surgery to find out that your daughter is, and half of the universe has been snapped away, and your best friend didn't, and your anger might just think didn't instead of couldn't do anything about it to help.
Yeah, could turn you bitter.
Yeah, but either this guy is lying through his teeth, for his own reasons, or somewhere we got that character development too. So I mean, like, it's bringing a lot of questions and a lot of opportunities for more storytelling, which is another reason I just really like this episode and the series. Oh
yeah, and I love that part with Agnes too, where he frees her, and she's just like, you're an Avenger. He's just like, what's an Avenger? And it's just like, oh man, he does not remember anything except for Westview.
She's like, you're dead.
Like, am I dead?
Right. She starts freaking out thinking she's dead, So
yeah, it's so good.
Huh.
Marvel's continuing to hit this out of the park with this series. I hope the other series that they have lined up this is representative of their quality in storytelling, not in just production.
They have all the reason in the world to do it. They're trying to take market share from Netflix, and they're trying to move a lot of things to streaming.
Yeah.
Right now, there appears to be a little bit of tension about what's going to happen with Black Widow, with Disney wanting to go for a Mulan-style release.
Yeah. Feige's just like, no, this was meant to be for the big screen. It's not going to be the same.
This is what I'll say about it. Just like the Corona thing, it's going to come down to the money. And the people that pull the purse strings are going to go, we need this movie out. We need to make some money back. Look what's happening to our parks.
Right.
And all the money we're losing in our parks. We live in Florida.
Yeah.
And there's rumor that Disney could be moving a lot of their things from California to Florida. That's not going to come without having to pay for some infrastructure and on the property that they own in the Central Florida area. So that's going to need to raise some capital too, and they're not going to want to go, all right, we'll push this back to 2022. And
right.
They're going to push, this movie's coming out this year, it's coming out soon. Either you're going to risk a theater next month or in April when you said you're going to do it, we're putting it out on Disney Plus.
What they should do is put it out in theaters, because I know, like, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it's supposed to be coming out around the same time because they're supposed to kind of be dealing with the same from what I understand, it's supposed to be both of them are setting up Thunderbolts. So release it in theaters for like 2-3 weeks exclusively, and then put it on Disney Plus. People that, for a fee. Have that theater exclusivity, and then several weeks later,
you have to release it when you said you're going to release it. We'll give you 3 weeks, and then we're putting it on Disney Plus for the $40 that we were going to charge for Mulan.
Right.
And then in another 3 months, just like we did with Mulan, the pay will all go away.
Right.
So if you want to wait 4 months total to see it, you can see it for free. Because in that time, because of what we charge for our subscription, right? Because in that time, because of what we charge for our subscription, you've paid for it anyway.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
win-win for us.
Right.
And the money's going to win out. I don't see the House of Mouse pushing more and more movies back.
Yeah, but that's the way to do it, though. Like, in my eyes, give that exclusivity to the theaters still, so that they're not competing with home viewers. But give them that a exclusive premiere. For maybe smaller movies, give them a 1-week premiere, and then after that, okay, great, you can rent it on like Vudu or whatnot. But still give theaters that fighting chance, have them have their exclusivity, because they're now having to have less capacity as well. Right. I agree. They can kind of make it more of it's an exclusive premiere now. Like,
right.
we can hype this up more.
Right, we're throwing you a bone.
Right, and that way no one loses. The people that like seeing movies in the theater can still have that experience. The film doesn't suffer too much from it for those that don't want to go do that, and yeah, right. And it comes out.
Right.
So yeah, but that's about it for me. Yeah.
But it's amazing that all of those things tie back into this series.
Yeah. No, and there's I'm curious to see how, like, over the years, like, what else will be like revealed. Like, oh shit, this was set up there. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, that's gonna wrap this up. If you like this, definitely give this video a like. Make sure you subscribe for more updates. We're going to be covering the rest of the series as it comes out, and probably the rest of the other Marvel shows as they come out as well. But thanks for watching, and catch you next time. Bye.
Later.